I'm gonna watch the blue demo right now. Levi, who is Duwatna, rolling out here, has a double stick, make that a triple stick to jump out there. He's gonna be rolling all the way out to choke point pretty easily. And yeah, what are you seeing out there, Estelle?
Blue Demo's definitely beat everyone out, but he's already under duress by the Red Scout. Red team's flooding in right now, and Blue has the high ground, so I'd be shocked. I'm gonna say MTS is in the better position here.
Yeah, MTS definitely holding, but they definitely have the height disadvantage. The whole core is on top of them, and they've got the better control over the aggressive round. Soldier jumping in though, de-stigging hard blue from everyone else. He's really lit right now, but I think he's gonna live. Yep, he's gonna get out of there. Oh, actually 404, my bad. He's gonna get out of there and live. Oh, never mind. Akuma's gonna make that stab, or that pistol. And yeah, that's gonna be a whole wipe. Wow, tons of picks. I missed on the front side, and that's gonna be a MTS midpoint for the first start.
Yeah, Ginyu did have the high ground, which is typically what you want, but MTS just flooded in with full force. Every one of their players was in, and so it's just a matter of dealing that damage, and they did it magnificently and wiped Ginyu.
Yeah, Ginyu having to regroup back up here. They've got Max shooting through the ceiling door right there up on upper lobby. Nobody coming in quite yet though, and Ubers are ready now for MTS, but they're not pushing quite yet. They're going to go through big door instead. Got a Pyro Soldier Heavy. You got the whole core around this corner here. They're going to catch out the Scout. Scout is really kicking out there, and there goes General Pixis.
Look at the Soldier above big door. He's looking to pick med. He's got a rocket.
Made the pop though. Made the pop, comes in. Pyro does a good job. Catsy keeps him off. They do pop off the Uber. They're able to get out the sentry gun. There's a spy in their way as well. Nope, spy goes down, so no more Akuma for a little while here. They'll get the second point, but it'll cost them a big Uber advantage, and they might be able to set up back in upper lobby. Ginyu's getting out of there. They've got so Soldier and Pyro coming in. They take out the Heavy. So yeah, MTS still asserting their dominance right now. They're gonna be able to control shoot, but the defense is setting up now. I believe we have a level 1 getting set up now for the engineer. No, he's not out there yet. He'll be building one quite soon.
Spy back, cabbing, stabby, taking some of the pressure off his team.
Yeah, we were talking earlier. Stabby loves the back caps on this last point here.
Yeah, unfortunately,
it's like I think his favorite thing to do in this game.
He didn't get out quick enough, and he got picked. Looks like Ginyu wants to push.
Yeah, they got the Soldier out of upper lobby, and it's looking like the Blue Scout might be able to get him out. Nope, Enigma backs out of there. Actually, that's Paragon. Nobody's tagged up correctly, so I'm going to do some of the names wrong. Apologies for that. Uber's popping out from both sides here, but oh man, Blue's getting a lot worse with this Uber. They're flashing a lot more. Now here comes MTS's Scout trying to run down people. Oh, Enigma does make the pick off on the Heavy. Duwatna going to be down for the moment. Spy's coming in the back.
Coming in. Oh, he gets caught out.
Catsy being super psychic there, takes out Stabby, and he also got sniped out by TW40, so I think that was a spy on spy action. No, it was a Scout actually. So.
MTS has the numbers advantage, so they're going to push right in, and they should have it at this point.
They're going in, but here comes the Soldier Bomb. Soldier keeping him off actually. Really good job from Ash here to keep him down. No, finally gets it off. Is Heavy going to do enough DPS? No! MTS takes the first round and a very good last push there. Very easy for them. No sentry gun got set up for Ginyu at all, and I think that was kind of a really bad strategic move for them. Not to have that level 3 up at that point. Not sacking players just to make sure they had the time to make that really solid defense, and it cost them in the end.
Yeah, that is correct. And then one other problem is the Ubers were even when they pushed back into second. So MTS just gave them a little ground, waited for them to pop Uber, and then they popped back into them, got some frags, and then pushed into last to get the remaining frags and capture the point. Excellent job by MTS.
Both teams staying back. They stay on their safe side, so we should be watching the snipers out here. Nobody really getting an angle on the other team quite yet. Looks like MTS going to be able to muscle everyone back off, and Levi does get sniped out. Glacy gets taken down right afterwards, though, so that might be enough for a counterplay. No, they're just going to back out. Ginyu just want to make their Uber advantage happen. Super Uber advantage coming out for 404 now.
MTS is going to start pressuring.
Yeah, Stabby gets picked out again by, wow, man.
They should be able to get second for free here.
That is Chingo on that red sniper there, and he's doing an excellent job so far. Making really, really good pick. 6 times on there, so they're going to have that numbers advantage, take out the second point, and here comes the defense again. Ginyu already on the back foot again. And we're like less than 10 minutes in this game. They could really run over this game right now.
Yeah, thankfully Hard Blue, they did pick Hard Blue, so they're going to have to, MTS is going to have to wait, get their medic up, wait for the Uber, and that'll buy Ginyu some time, but they've got to start getting frags.
They pop off the Uber here, they run past the sticky trap not detonated yet, so there's actually, they could make another pickup here for MTS. Catsy going to try and come around the backside here, he sees the Heavy, she sees the Heavy, gets the medic, medic's really lit right now, oh man. Catsy gets the perfect crits flare, takes out the Ginyu's medic 404. And that should be enough for a second push. Harbor went down on the backside as well, though, so no more push, I think, for them.
Well, once again, 20B taking the risk, pushing into second. They did have the Uber advantage, which worked out in their favor. They got the pick on Blue, but they were out fragged, so they weren't able to capture second, and now we're having a reset.
Yeah, resets here, but Stabby's on the point. Oh, nope, gets found out. That's actually not Stabby, that's Akuma. I'm mixing up all the teams here, dude. This is really, really bad for me right now.
Yeah, none of the players are labeled correctly, so it's going to be difficult.
Yep, that was Akuma going for that back cap, but no, definitely stopped right there by Huey. Huey going to be the opposing Pyro here, still sitting back on the back point, still holding it off. The core's coming in through the shoot, but they're going to have to deal with the red demo man. Duana getting out of there, or Giraffe getting out of there. Going to be okay for now.
20B's playing around Max and Riverside. They're looking to get Max a key pick and signal a push back into second for him.
They are, you're absolutely right there. Let's sit on the Max cam for a bit here, see if we can get anything. But we have it on the Engineer Spamfest. You were telling me about this earlier. Spamfest building up the level 3 at the second point. Gonna try and take it out to a last push if they can really do it. Oh, there's a back half going on right now. Spy on it, nope. Not able to get it. Akuma gets taken down again.
Riverside, the two teams are both in Riverside. They're starting to fight it out. This is really risky for 20B, or Ginyu, I'm sorry. Really risky for Ginyu. They could lose the round here.
Yeah, Ginyu really pushing out. They have the Ubers popped off now. Oh, Catsy's there. Oh, they didn't know the Sentry Gun was here. They're going to get completely debuffed by this Spamfest Sentry. They're putting to get damage into it, but yeah, they take out 404. They take out the Scout. Everyone is down right now, and I think this could signal the MTS Doom push.
Yes. Yeah, they're going to run right in. They're going to try to win the war of attrition, get the frags that they need, and then finally capture the point. Although they're slow about it. Here comes the demo now.
Finally coming in. They got a dispenser for the soldier. No, there's a scout cap on the backside. They're not able to get there in time. A 2-0 victory and a really strategically placed sentry gun from Spamfest wins them the round. And yeah, here we go. 2 already. They're not willing to slow down anytime quite soon. They do have to take 2 more wins to make the breathers come in for Ginyu, which is the nice thing about 5 CP. But yeah, let's watch the red demo man Giraffe roll out here. Not getting cried up to the top side. His counterpart likes to get up there. Just doing some damage, and they get some fire on him. Oh, they do actually get lead. Great pick there, and actually they're going to take a pretty early advantage.
Yeah, it looks like MTS, once again, all their players are hitting mid at just the right time. They're able to deal an exceptional amount of damage, and they're going to win this mid fight again.
Oh my goodness, Max is on the bow, the Huntsman. Is this like a signal of defeat for them already? They're already at 404 back in lobby with their engineer as well. Skag not even willing to push forward. Scout's falling back with them as well. And yeah, they're giving up second too. They have about a 10% disadvantage in health, but they're claiming Mumble is laggy, DDoSing is coming in. They're not quite certain what's going on, so I feel like there might be some interference from this game. But MTS doesn't care. They're gonna run in. They're gonna try and make some plays right now. They're getting some spam on the door. Demoman pops out here a little bit. They pop off the Uber to deal with him. Oh, they get this engineer running through the air. And yeah, there should be this 404 is getting a little bit disconnected from his Demoman. They're flashing a lot. Blue actually gets a better engagement here. The red soldier goes down first. Or red heavy. They're gonna get the red power blue getting down there. He's running behind the rock. Scout with him as well. They're gonna get surrounded. They're completely surrounded, and I think that's a meta wipe there for MTS.
Finally, Ginyu gets the better of the exchange, and they're able to push back into mid. It's a little maybe a tactic, a distraction tactic by Stabby, because he's saying that they're having problems. You expect a team that's having problems to call for a pause. They don't do it. They Uber into MTS, and then they get the frags that they need.
That would be hilarious if they did in a next level strategy if that's exactly what they did. But right now they're on the comeback trail. They're 2 behind, but there's tons and tons of time left. I believe over 15 minutes, so we're not even halfway through the first half. They could easily come back. Looking to go down the corner. They actually be able to peek the corner, not even pressured out. There's some soldier spam coming their way, but Duana happy to eat up all of that spam. And yeah, now they're locking down the choke, but they're going to go all the way down to the big door side. Over on big door, Scout sees him coming out. He's not going to get cut out. There's a level 1 sentry gun. Man, Spamfest, he loves these normal sentry guns, and actually forces them to pop off here. Great job out of Spamfest, keeping them back out of here. And actually, they're not able to get this sentry gun. This level 1's doing so much work, my goodness, and Catsy's protecting it so well. Scout comes in, they come from the flank side, 4-4 gets the dab on the medic, and there you go. This could be the counter push right back out for MTS. Should be able to take mid after this.
Yeah, Ginyu's bleeding players. Players are going in one at a time. Their flank classes are getting outplayed, and MTS is going to push into mid, and they're going to capture mid. Ginyu's got to figure out a way to get the cohesion, not bleed players, and try to make solid pushes, and they're just not doing it now.
I believe they were trying to respect Deadbolt's sticky traps there. They Ubered around the mid corner. Nobody was there though. They have their level 2 sentry gun watching big door now on the MTS side. Blue should be able to not be able to deal with this very well unless they commit more resources. Yeah, their big door is kind of locked down for a while. The spy's going to come in from behind. Let's watch the spy for a second. Akuma Gonna get around, but no, he gets found up by the engineer. He's gonna get, oh, nice job by Skag taking him down there. So, a little bit of a flank presence coming back for blue team. Ginyu gonna also be able to control the choke point. I think they've got the defense in the bag here. It's gonna be an uber engagement before anything interesting happens again.
Should be. Now, Ginyu's flank players have done a horrible job so far. In fact, Soldier's running direct hit, which is unorthodox.
Paragon ran right in there, got taken out immediately, so a bit of a misplay there. Soldier also goes down. Ava Longoria is his name. I believe that is Ash. Did I get that right? Okay.
Actually, Carter is Ash. And then Ava Longoria is for MTS. He's Sheep.
Oh, it's Sheep. That's right. The other untested player here. He's doing all right for himself. He's got some reasonably high score there at 17 points. We can look at some stats here in a minute, too. We've got some cool new stats programs whenever G or you're ready to show them off. But right now, let's just watch them pull out more. They've now moved all the way in through the big door side, and I think this might be MTS sneaking in a little bit here. They're not having to flash too many players. The Heavy's doing a good job of controlling the back, and Katsy has completely taken out the Demo Man out of the fight. Katsy Levi goes down. The Scout replay is going to come back in here. They find Katsy, though. It's actually a 5-on-8. They might get some really good clean out here. Ginyu running him all down right now. So Paragon and the Spy Stabby coming in. Huey kind of trying to follow up. Oh, he gets a nice reflect on the Soldier there. Soldier has to back out with Harblue.
Good job, Harblue getting out.
Yeah, we just got some stats now. What are we seeing on the live stats side? Jirak doing the most damage. Captain Levi about 300 behind him. Then General Pixis 300 behind him. Yeah, top fragger is going to be General Pixis, so it's all about them scouts and the demos right now doing really, really good work. Max actually only had 5 frags, so not putting up the numbers we generally expect out of such a phenomenal player, but that could easily change as the match goes on. Let's watch the Spy now. Red Spy coming in, I believe that's Akuma. Sees the Heavy, doesn't go for it. Sees the medic, misses the medic, gets the demo man instead. Katsy takes him, or Flip takes him down. That'd be Huey Lewis.
This will signal the push for MTS. Yeah, they're starting to flood in with full force now.
Yeah, this Heavy's got out of position. Duana just crumbles, nobody in to protect. Scout's dealing with the sniper as well, and yeah, Max goes down to that good Paragon pressure. And yeah, they're gonna come around the corner here. They're gonna look for that medic play. 404 gets out of there. Mini Sentry's trying to stop the Scout going forward, and yeah, MTS should be able to get back to second point as well.
If you're a team and you're holding mid, the last thing that you want to do is lose your demo, because any team pushing in from second is going to immediately know, get aggressive, deal whatever damage you can, and usually they're able to capture mid, and that's precisely what MTS did. And not only did they get mid, but they got second. Excellent job by MTS.
Not quite, dude. Look at this disruption play right now. Heavy and Demo and Soldier trying to stop. They forced everyone back. They lost both of them for it. But was it worth it for the 15 seconds they bought themselves there?
Well, Ginyu's down players. They're only 4 up.
Max made some great picks there in the process.
There might be no exchange. Here it comes.
Here it comes. We got the only an engineer and a pyro here to Uber, and now they're flooding in. They got the Spy in the back cap here. They're gonna have to like get on the point. They're gonna have to stack it all up. Here. Soldier's dealing with damage. Heavy's coming in. He could stop all of this. The Soldier's still on it though, and the pyro is still. Katsy can barely, can't quite get the other pyro off, and I think that's the defense. Pyro's getting out of there. Scouts are trying to flood out. Oh, Scout on Scout fight on the point. Harblew's coming in now. He's gonna make the big play. They get it. Wow.
Yeah, excellent job by MTS's Heavy. Even though he got fragged, he still stayed at a safe distance, didn't require much medic attention, was dealing damage to anyone who tried to defend the point. And at that point, when you're low on health, everybody's scrambling, it's just a matter of cleanup. And MTS did it with precision, and they have a 3-0 lead.
Watching the Max play now, he's up on the aggressive side. He's going to see the medic. Harblue actually darts right back out of it. Gets the sniper, get the sniper advantage, and then Harblue darts immediately back out of it. Going to see the engineer. He finds the engineer as well, and that should be a nice 2-0 victory here coming out for the Max squad. So finally we're seeing Max
picked by Akuma on 404.
Huge play there. I didn't even see him come in. I was focusing on Max too. They're going to get everyone stuck in the corner though. Harblue does get out of there, but everyone else goes down.
Just like when it seemed like Ginyu was going to get a thorough victory at mid, then they lose their medic, and now MTS is going to come back in. They're wanting to push back. Here they come. Soldier and medic.
Oh, finally they
gets picked. Yeah,
he was doing such a good job there too.
Ginyu's problem right now, at least to start, is they have yet to win a mid-fight, and it looks like we have a pause.
We finally do have a pause, and S-Dog, this game is a little out of control. I mean, MTS is winning, but Ginyu is showing life for sure. They're not out of this game yet, by far.
They've got to figure out a way to win a mid-fight. It's so crucial on Gully Wash. you capture that point, you get the forward spawns, so you can gain presence, and then not only that, if you get exceptional amount of frags, you can get second for free, and that momentum is hard to stop, and that's precisely why MTS has a 3-0 lead right now.
That's true. They've also, and you know, it's hard to talk about like so glowingly about engineers sometime, as I'm sure you know, Estoff. But Spamfest is playing very well right now, having these level 3 sentry guns aggressively forward every time and getting the affordance to get them out and having them in really good spots. Ginyu's just not prepared for it. They're not fighting against it efficiently. They're running right into a big wall of bullets, and they're just losing players for free off of it.
Yeah, it's an excellent strategy by Spamfest, because usually you know, when you have an engineer that runs mini, you use the Uber to get frags. But for Ginyu, they're having to use the Uber to take out a wrangled level 3, which allows MTS to flank the Uber, keep their guys up, and then they can come in with a re-push and get the frags that they need. And they've done it every single time.
While we're waiting for people to get back in here, I also just want to note that everyone is shit-talking like mad in this game so far. Like every minute, there seems to be somebody dropping some spam text in there. But yeah, while this pause is still going on and we're waiting for people to get back in, we're going to throw back over to the music, Jir. Let those play, and we'll be right back as soon as the game goes live again. We're still live as Jir figures out everything. And now I got to play. Never mind, game's up. Perfect time for them to come back in, and then they pause again. Okay.
Yeah, so MTS has a 6-1 record, and Ginyu has 3-0 record, and so it looks like unless Ginyu does something different, they're gonna have their first loss on Gully Wash.
That's true. That well, this isn't even counting finals or like playoff games, right? It's just counting normal season games.
Correct. MTS has selected this map for the finals on 2 separate occasions. Both times they were able to pick up that map victory. Of course, they ended up losing the overall finals, and it looks like we're live again.
Yep, looks like we're back live. I'm HUD reloading right now as everyone ice skates around, as they tend to do right after a reload. We already have an Uber popped off here, and it looks like Ava and Gordon gonna come forward here. Great. Actually, that's not great. That's cheap. Gonna try and get some pressure out there, but I think they didn't know quite where everyone is. I think they lost their moment there, and so they popped in and they actually lost a big Uber advantage, which is kind of unfortunate. There's a 40% right now in Ginyu's favor. They take the midpoint on MTS side, but if Ginyu can play this right, make sure the sentry gun doesn't get up again. It's only a mini now for the red team. They're actually going to back out though. They're all the way in the back.
Deadbolt went down, so MTS is going to get the better exchange here.
Yep, Deadbolt going down here. They immediately go up to the top side with their soldier. MTS going to force the Max out of there, so yeah, no more angles for him to take off. He's going to try and snipe out of the lobby. No, gets taken down by Longoria. The spy was right behind him too. They're like surrounding right now. They're really trying to make DM plays happen. They take out the engineer. 404 is completely stuck out by the spy. Spy goes down, fortunately. 404 also going to get stuck here by this soldier. Man, they really want him, but they end up actually losing a lot of players for it. So kind of a
mistake by 20B. You lose your demo, you know, you start losing players, and then you want to pop into a team like MTS. They just backed out, kept some players up, kept their medic alive, and then they repushed, and now they have second, and they're going to have a nice Uber advantage pushing into the last.
Fortunately, it's a low number situation again. Oh, they just lost one of their players. I believe it was their soldier. No, he's back in. Giraffe just got back in. It was their demo man. So having some problems with the server. So we apologize for that. And yeah, let's watch the spy right now. Akuma moving in for that back cap. Just going to sit back. Oh, he's going to go right for it. The player's right here, though. And kind of aggressive to go for that there. Max makes a snipe to make the counter snipe play happen. And everyone else is back out on lobby. In fact, there's a blue soldier right now on top of the top side. Top lobby. Doing with those direct hit plays, hitting a few of them, but not enough to make a huge difference. Harblu's rotating below. Oh, they might catch out Harblu here. He's split off from the rest of the team. Scout and Pyro trying to out of there. They're actually doing a really good job of splitting the team. It's actually a 4-on-8 situation right now. And yeah, making some good cleanup plays on the backside.
Yeah, excellent job. Max got a pick on the heavy Luna side, and so Ginyu was able to push back into second. Now they're actually going to get mid. They might even be able to, well, they're going to stop at mid.
Yeah, I would think that's probably the right choice here. Everyone's coming right back up. 404 gets sniped out. Man, huge plays coming out there by Chingu. Chingu making the play where it happened.
Horrible loss for Ginyu. Just about the time that they're getting the momentum, and they lose the medic, and now they're probably going to lose mid off this.
Probably, man. I mean, this is a hard hold, and they're still losing players. Spamfest gets stabbed out. It'd be really nice to have that mini sentry. Well, it's still here, but it's going to get taken down pretty easily. Akuma has his like reign of the whole team right now, and yeah, maybe nothing will come of it, but we'll see.
Typically, when one med gets picked on a map, CP map, you might see players jump in and try to aggressively pick the other team's medic. But with Gully Wash and the way that it's set up, you can't aggressively send players in. They easily get picked because of the choke areas leading into second.
Ginyu's going to come in. They're dry pushing this. They want to force out an Uber and then back off of this. They do force out the Uber. The Demoman comes around the side. They're able to split up the team, though. Heavy stuck in the rocks. Soldier stuck in the rocks. Scout's going to fight with the Soldier. They're going to, yeah, easily take him down. Heavy's completely surrounded out. They popped off an Uber, but they're able to split teams, so that's going to be a pretty big numbers advantage coming out for them. Let's see if they push around the midpoint here. There's Max sniping down the big door side, so is the Engineer, but they don't care. They're going to come up mid. They're going to try and pressure out Max here. Max does get taken out by a really good rocket. They're going to take out the Engineer as well, and that's a pseudo wipe. 404 lives, but everyone else dies. And there's the mid cap.
I'm not sure if lack of communication went down on Ginyu's mumble, but the moment that Max and Skag realized that they were 6 down, they should have gotten out of there, and both of them stood in like they had a full team up, and they paid.
Oh, never mind, Stabby gets picked off. He was hanging out in the corner, almost able to make a really good play there, but got found out at the end. It's a 7-on-7 game right now. MTS actually make that 6-on-7. MTS still has the mid. They're 3-0 right now, 11 minutes left to play. They're looking to go into this half really, really strong. And yeah, they would like to make it a 4-0 advantage too. Harblue going to rotate around with his Heavy, going to go over through big door. Catsy's with him too. They've completely gone around this. They didn't even know they were coming. Ubers are popped off on both sides now. It looks like Red might have a little bit disadvantage of an Uber. They're flashing a few more players. Heavy on the backside too. They're actually going to try and back cap here. There's a guy capping mid. Heavy's dealing with a Demo Man jumping in the air, and Medic Harblue is actually stuck against the rocks again. He definitely goes down there. The Spy trying to make a play, not able to get anything. In fact, he gives up 25% Uber charge back to 404, and that's actually a pretty big play. They're not even going to get pressured for this midpoint. They could theoretically like go for last now.
Yeah, risky play by MTS in the way that they try to kite around from the flank side. Just takes a long time for you to push in. The opposition spots you out. You usually have to pop the Uber early, and it cost MTS Uber advantage and some players, and Ginyu did an excellent job getting out the frags. And you're right, they're going to be able to push into last with full Uber.
Yeah, let's talk about the Ginyu Heavy right now, or Ginyu Soldier right now. He's been running direct hit almost. Oh, never mind, back up going on right now by the Spy. Oh man, gets taken down by the Engineer. So we'll talk about the Soldier in a minute while this push comes in. Heavy's on fighting on the both sides. Sentry gun's actually okay. It's a very defensive sentry gun. Wow, nice hit by Carter there to take out that Demo Man or Soldier jumping in. It's a 5-on-6 advantage right now for blue team. They're not going to go for it though. They have to back off. No Uber advantage for either side.
Well, Harblue actually has a slight advantage, and I think they're going to wait for him to get the Uber and then push into Ginyu here in the lobby.
Yep,
they're starting.
Right.
Oh, Harblue almost got picked, and he popped at just the right time. I don't know if somebody called out the Spy or what happened, but he had his back turned to the Spy and should have gotten picked and popped for whatever reason and saved his team.
Yep. Team saved in the backside. They're actually going to be able to get the blue Spy out of there for the moment. Stabby going to go down. It's only four numbers right now for blue team. And you're going to try and rotate out. Max is going to get caught in the corner. Again, oh man, that was such a good ambi shot there by Akuma. Akuma making so many ambi shots tonight. It's kind of ridiculous. And Ginyu gets taken down by some flare gun damage. Ginyu's going to try and push back out of here through big door. They're going to Uber immediately. They're going to really aggressive on this. The Pyro's going to take out the Soldier, but it might not be enough here. Let's see if, yeah, Harblue's going to be able to easily get out of there. They sacrifice Spamfest, so no more Sentry Gun for a minute. If they're able to push in really aggressively here after taking second, they could theoretically make the point happen.
Lunicide's on the back. Oh, he finally gets fragged. He got a pick on the Soldier. He's putting pressure on the combo, but he got caught out.
It's a 5-man defense right now with a forward Spy trying to make the defense happen. No more Spamfest. Spamfest just now coming up. You won't have a Sentry Gun up in time if he decides to build one. Going for that mini Sentry instead. Yep, in the normal corner spot. Instead, everyone regroups here for Ginyu. They don't have an Uber advantage. Harblue going to go aggressive this time with their Uber. Easy pop in for them. They're going to flash the Soldier and the Demo Man a little bit. They get flipped. They get Stabby. 7 kills on their board already. Oh, they get the They get the Soldier as well. Oh, nice air shot out of the air with the direct hit play from that blue Soldier. Gonna be able to get the Demo Man out of the play. 1 for 1 there. Unfortunately, they've already lost a few too many players. 4-4 good counter pop. He does, but they're low number right now. Let's see if they can get anyone off this. MTS is gonna completely scatter. Catsy, Steven, get out of here. Does actually escape. Good job, Catsy, getting out of there.
Yeah, interesting exchange. 20B's done some aggressive moves by pushing out of last, similar fashion, and they've lost the exchanges. But in this case, MTS does the same thing, and they win the exchange. They got several key frags. Even though 404 had the Uber, he only had 2 players that he could actually flash. And now MTS is going to be able to push into mid.
That's the first last point defense we've seen all game, and it came out of MTS. So good job MTS getting that defense out there. And I really think that these like low number pops aren't working out for Ginyu. They've had to pop so many times when there's 6 players down or less, and it just hasn't worked out. MTS again, they're going to pop in full numbers. They're going to take a few easy picks at the beginning, and then it looks like Paragon here are going to be able to clean out on Huey. They've got the whole combo back up against the corner. They could rotate over to Big Door if they wanted to. Spy's already behind. Demoman looking to make that rotation. Although the Spy's on him right now. Stabby going to try and make the play. Does get out Giraffe. Giraffe gets taken down there. They're going to push through anyway though. Yep, with the scout just trying to rotate around. They've actually, Ginyu is now all the way back into Big Door. No, they were looking to pop in soon. They're coming around the really back far side. They do pop. They do pop here.
Excellent move by Ginyu. They should be able to get the better of the exchange.
Yeah, and it looks like, yeah, Harblue recognizes the bad situation. They all back out. They only lose 2 players off of it. They're resetting back now for choke point. And Ginyu should have the cap to themselves. However, they don't have it quite yet. If they go for an aggressive back push here, they'll still have the numbers advantage and the spawn advantage.
Heavy pushes in, tries to get a pick on the demo. Nearly does so. Counter pop by counter by MTS. They're moving into mid.
Yeah, this is a crazy sumo Uber there where everyone just kind of bounced off each other. But yeah, it's going to be Ginyu having a 50% Uber advantage coming forward. Oh, Blue Heavy trying to go for a play. Not able to find that play out, and it looks like MTS is going to be able to make a counter push. They have the 4 times on the midpoint, and their Heavy's looking to go forward. Their Soldier's looking to jump forward. They're not even looking at Big Door right now. Nobody's coming. Oh, never mind. Ginyu's Soldier coming now. Not quite able to get a big direct hit shot like he wanted to. Yeah, he's running that direct hit like exclusively now, like the whole round.
These past 2 minutes, we've had back and forth action based on who has the Uber advantage. Look for Ginyu to push back in because they've got the 30% advantage. Max trying to get a pick at Big Door.
Harblue's quickly lowering that though. He's way far back. I don't even know where he is right now. He's actually right back in their choke point area. They think they know they're coming. Stabby's right on him though. Gets out. He's right behind him. He's not gonna be able to get the Uber stab off because the Uber comes through now. Uber on Uber engaging right now. Heavy's getting a lot more of this on the Ginyu side than MTS.
Soldier's below. He's gonna try to get a pick on the map. Oh, he goes for the Heavy instead. Interesting choice.
And the Spy comes in too, but they're not able to get anything. 404 is doing a really good job of staying alive right now. It's actually a 7-on-8 though. So they finally get Akuma, and now it's a 7-on-7. But the advantage of the territory is coming back to MTS side. No, they overextend. Max makes a double kill. Scat gets taken out, but it won't be enough. I think this should be. No. Ginyu could go here if they wanted to, but they're not being aggressive.
No, they're not. This is exactly the time where they do need to move in. And Max just took out Giraffe and Harblue. Excellent job by him.
Wow, Max pulls it back for their team. That was really, really clutch of Max. And now I think they should have back the midpoint. But they're running out of time now. There's only 4 minutes remaining. They've got to make a Doom push sometime soon, or else they're just going to be into the halftime round 3-0. Stabby gets found out by the Pyro, and Sniper looking to play. Oh, there's a crazy Sniper on NG fight happening right now. NG on NG fight make that, and yeah, they do actually take him out. Max down for the count. NG on NG fight on the point does actually go in MTS's favor. They're rotating over the aggressive side now. Cat's going to try and go in aggressive with his Demo Man now. No, they actually end up losing Giraffe, so I think this should stop the aggression for a while.
Odd plays by Ginyu. They get the picks that they need, but they don't. Oh, here comes the Uber.
Yeah, they're gonna find Mr. Hammer and Sickle. They're gonna find Lunacide.
But it's almost like they've forgotten that they have to actually capture the point. They're not even on the point right now. Pyro's finally decided to tap.
Finally coming in, and yeah, they're gonna get back to the point. It's been back and forth for like the past 2 minutes now. I think both teams able to figure out each other's strategies and able to counter them reasonably well, but nobody able to get a big advantage again. So here comes the counter Uber again. Get a few picks here. Oh, they lose Max though, and Flip is down as well. So Mr. Huey Lewis is gonna be down. Gotta have Paragon run down the. Oh man, he beats out the Spy as well. So Big Door completely secured out by this Red Scout right now, and Mr. Chingu gonna try and make a play. Nah, can't quite get the snipe. Tries to get the Spy, not able to find it. Backs off instead. And look at this, MTS grouping up so hard right now. They group up 6 times on the point, trying to just make the point happen as fast as possible. They're gonna push in, but they're out down an Uber, and they're gonna try and force out an Uber here from Ginyu. Yeah, Ginyu pops in. Here comes the Demo Man Uber. Actually, just the Demo Man. This is really, really good. They're gonna have a long Uber here. They're gonna try and force down Harblue. Harblue's looking to dodge. He does get out of there. Gets body blocked by the heavy. And yeah, this Demo Man Levi not able to make the play happen. Oh, and instead Glacy gets taken down by the backside from Flip. So really good follow up there.
Excellent job bombing in, taking out the heavy. Oh wow, what killed Harblue? He just died with 99% Uber.
Yeah, dude, it was Huey coming around the whole backside. Nobody was watching the choke point, and that was going to be enough to take him down. However, they lost everyone else on the backside, so.
That was still huge for Ginyu because MTS would have been able to use that Uber to push into last. And they might push in early, force some action.
We got a crit streak right now for Harblue, so we gotta stick on this Harblue action for now. He's going to be at 40% sooner than, and I think Stabby knows it's a crit streak now, so I think they should be prepared for it. On the backside, we only have a mini sentry on the platform for Ginyu. They're just holding in lobby. They don't want to show anything quite yet, I think. But I believe Ginyu already knows. They have sticky traps everywhere. Soldier's watching shoot right now. Soldier actually doing some good direct hits. This is a really good place to have a direct hit for the shoot push. And again, Ava Longoria gonna get around the choke point. Heavy's actually around the choke point as well. They're gonna deal with the heavy below, and yeah, they're easily gonna take out him.
Excellent job by Raph. Crit Sticky right at the feet of 404. Takes him out before he gets to Uber. And this should be the round for MTS.
Yeah, pretty easy pickups here. The Soldier and the Pyro able to get out of there uncontested from below, and there you go.
Excellent job with the crits.
And there you go. What a half. This is a 4-0 right now for MTS. MTS not necessarily dominating, but definitely making the big plays, making the pushes to last happen, and just having better Ubers overall. Early on, it was the Spam Fest Sentry Guns, but now it's just about straight mechanics. They've really done a good job of terrorizing Ginyu right now, and I'm completely blown away by MTS. They're just so good, and they never stop being good ever.
Turbo, there are 3 points that I'm noticing. One is Ginyu's got to figure out a way to win the mid fight. They have yet to win it, and it's so crucial on this map. And then Deadbolt is getting picked at the worst times. Like, they might have a significant numbers advantage, or they might have some sort of momentum, and then Deadbolt gets picked. And if it's not Deadbolt, it's 404. And then finally, I'm seeing Max, and he is just absolutely frustrated with Akuma. They've already started the second half. Wow, this is quick.
This is quick. I just want to know quite quick right now that actually Drawatna's back on Demo Man, his legendary Demo Man, and they got their heavy Deadbolt now back on heavy. So they've swapped up here, and oh man, it's not really working out for them. They've traded out 4 for 3 right now, making it 4 for 4. So it's back to low numbers. Oh, nice snipe there by Max to get the Demo Man out. Ginyu could go for it. It's only 2 up right. It's so low numbers right now. But Ava Longoria gave the Soldier, and he might trump everyone else out here. They have like minis. They can build minis and stop the Soldier from going. Like, everyone died during that mid push so quickly. It was crazy. That's what happens with these really good teams. They completely take each other out like that. Stabby just made a great ambi shot onto Ava, and that should be the midpoint for Ginyu.
Excellent. Ginyu they've won their first mid fight. 404 did an excellent job. He was being pressured by Akuma, took him out with the Uber saws, and now they have they did have an advantage. They just lost it.
Harblue, I mean, he didn't die that whole fight. Everyone else died, but he didn't die. So, gonna be able to hold that Uber advantage.
Oh, wow.
Paragon runs in here. He's gonna get taken out by Sticks. He is gonna take out by Sticks, and the sniper advantage going over to blue team as well. So Ginyu, they've got the big advantage right now. It's a 6-on-6. Spamfest is down. Oh, they're trying to peek, but it's not working quite out for them quite yet. Now it's a core-on-core fight, and nobody on the flank sides quite yet. They need to send somebody on big door, but it's not happening quite yet. Now instead, NTS forces choke. They're trying to force out an Uber here, but 404 is gonna have none of it. Cassie coming around the sorter, no. Just tons of spam out of the choke point area, as you always see. And yeah, completely stalemated right now. Completely stalemated.
Ginyu got what they needed. They got a mid-fight victory, and they've got the Uber, and they're trying to do whatever they can to push into second. I'm not sure what's going on as far as communication, because at several points they've lost 2 to 3 players, and it doesn't seem like there's any reason for those players to die. They did get a force.
They did cost them their scalp, but they're actually taking huge numbers on the flank side of things too. So it's actually back in Ginyu's favor, despite getting the better pop as well. So this should be a pretty dominating push. They keep the heavy back though. Heavy does some damage. Flip actually gets sniped out, so no Uber control out of them. And yeah, they actually didn't do enough. The sniper able to do tons of work. Chingu doing super big. Here comes a bomb. Nope.
Dewatna got caught out.
Stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. MTS picked Dewatna, and now they're gonna get mid.
they're just a wall right now. That was such a great job. They had a bad Uber, and then they stuck around. They controlled out Big Door, and they should be able to run down mid now. So really good tactics coming out of MTS.
Not only
they're
mid,
just being
they're gonna
super
get second.
flexible. Yeah, maybe. I mean, there's like, oh yeah, they took 404. This should be. Oh, but Glacy went down too. Good snipe from Max. This game's so fast, dude. Gully Wash is just a clusterfuck.
Wow, that was a huge pick to Max because Ginyu had 2 players up. If MTS's combo decided to get aggressive, they could have easily kept second. And now they're going to have to play the waiting game.
They are. We're only 5 minutes into this match, but Ginyu already looking down. They are going to have an Uber advantage, so that's one thing in their favor. But there's a nice mini sentry spam coming out here from SpamFest. They got Max on the big door. Let's see if Max can make a pick out here. Has to back out for a bit, and here comes the Soldier Bomb for Ginyu instead. Gonna try and make a play. Oh, great reflect from Cats. Gonna be able to crater that Demo Man, and yeah, Carter goes down. And yep, here comes the counter push. Max having to get out of there. So the Stabby's gonna get a little bit caught out. He's gonna force a DR. Gonna try and get around the backside, but I think they know he's here. Catsy could make a big play. Oh yeah, they spot him. Should be dealt with pretty easily here. They actually spend a lot of time to get him, but totally worth it. Sky gonna get packed off, dude. They're just making so many picks. They don't even have Uber quite yet. They're gonna try and force 404 out. Fours are set up top though. Gonna be hard.
Looks like 4's wanting to pop. He's waiting. Oh, he lost his demo.
He lost his
Huge
demo.
pick.
Huge play. And the Heavy's forced down here now. They're gonna have to force out an Uber. Well, they don't. They know the Uber's here. They know they can force it whenever they want to. They want to have an Uber on Uber engagement where they win out. And actually, Spam and Akuma go down.
Sniper can get the man. Oh, there he goes!
Oh! Huge snipe play out of there. Again, Ginyu playing so huge right now. He's made like 4 picks in a row now. And that's going to be a completely decimated Ginyu team. Should be an easy invasion into second point. Maybe even an easy invasion into last tier. This is it. Death's Door is knocking for Ginyu.
Yeah.
And just completely dominating performance out of them.
404 waited. He wanted to hold that Uber. He wanted to get the better exchange. He lost his demo. And then he's like, well, I might as well hold it a little bit longer. His team left him. And then he was staring down Sniper by himself. And that's not a position you want to be in.
Let's see the Paragon cam here, dealing with the Pyro, dealing with QP. Gets a nice play with the demo. And yeah, they're just going to walk in. They feel really, really confident in this. Paragon coming in. He's on the point 2 times on it, dealing with by the Engineer. And then the Scout comes up, trying to kill some players off. Soldier Bomb's in net. He gets 2 picks. They get the 3rd pick, 4th pick. This is totally it. Oh my goodness. GG comes out. It's a 5-0 MTS. And what a strong, dominating performance out of MTS. I've never seen Ginyu crumble so hard in my life.
I have not either. It'll be interesting to see how they respond. But MTS moves to 7-1 in their regular season records. Ginyu, they picked up their first loss on Gully Wash in the regular season.
And MTS having a pseudo 2-0 victory. This will be 1-0 for them now. This will be 0-2 for Ginyu, and you gotta, if you're a Ginyu fan right now, you gotta be sweating bullets a little bit. There are only 4 positions allowed for playoffs this year. That's only half the roster, so you gotta do at least like 50-50, or else you're just not gonna get into playoffs this year. And they've got like 2 more games to make it up, or else they are just screwed.
Yeah, and the competition is not easy. There's no game where you can say, all right, we can just walk in and we got this victory. You got to earn every win this season, every win.
And if we look at the top fraggers for the last round, it was Chingu. Chingu made 9 picks at the end there. 9 picks in that 5 minutes. That's a pick every 30 seconds.
That is insane.
That's completely disgusting. Just absolutely disgusting. So Chingu, you get my... I want to say Spamfest. I like saying Engineers and Pyros, but Chingu just completely dominated that last round, and that's what they needed to close it out. And closing out games is more important than just getting ahead.
Yeah.
IMO.
Yeah, Ginyu had actually won the mid fight, which is what they needed to do, but, you know, swapping out Deadbolt with Duatna didn't change anything. Same results. Duatna got picked at crucial points. It signaled to the push for MTS each and every time. They took full advantage of it, and then of course Chingu with the amazing picks, and especially that last pick on 404 caused him to drop the Uber. Just amazing play by MTS.
And you know, we say like Catsy, I always say Catsy's amazing. It's just amazing how much she's able to stand out as a Pyro every single game we cast her on. But also Lunacide, he held his ground when he needed to. He got the sack when he needed to. We're going to bring some MTS players in here now, and yeah, we're going to have a little bit of a talk. We're going to talk a little bit about the season, see how they're feeling so far, and yeah, should be good stuff. Bring them on in, Jir. Thank you. I'm going to get out some thanks real quick. So thank you, Jir, for being our cast manager. You're such a great cast manager. You and Ron running basically all of the ship basically on yourselves, so we really, really appreciate that. Shout out to Lab Coat Gamers. You guys tuned in tonight, and I really appreciate you all. That's where I come from. Come from the Lab Coat, and I really appreciate that. And we're bringing Spamfest now. Spamfest, how you feeling?
I'm feeling good.
Giraffe's coming in as well. We're giving you our access tokens, I assume, so you can actually talk to us.
You sound like you're feeling good, Spamfest.
You
Yeah,
sound
I'm very
completely
hyped.
neutral. You're very hyped.
hyped.
Super
I'm
hyped.
filled with joy.
Filled with joy.
Yep.
So let me ask the first question, Spam. When did you devise the level 3 last point offensive strategy?
I did a couple seasons ago against, I think it was ETE in a grand finals match. Yeah, it's just really stupid and dumb, which is why I like it.
Well, it's really effective, is what it is.
Yeah.
Do you think Ginyu were prepared for that, or do you think they had no idea you were going to be doing that?
I don't think they had a single idea since they like pushed into the gun as their Uber was fading.
Yeah. Lunaside, man, this is your first season as heavy for MTS. You played other classes before, but you did excellent tonight. Held your ground very well. How do you feel about your heavy performance?
Pretty good. You see, I had 230 ping the entire time.
Did you? I didn't actually.
Didn't even matter.
Call them out.
That probably benefited you. Made you like the Matrix heavy.
I can't like react to anything with that ping, but I can still spin up around corners, so.
Yep, important thing to do. Spin around corners is heavy. And what would you guys say? You guys are just really dominated. Now, MTS is just known for having wonderful gully wash play, but really, you guys skilled them off very well. You guys just terrorized them the whole match, and that just having that big DM advantage and playing one-on-one as much as you did really turned out well for you. Do you guys go into games thinking you want to play one-on-one games, or do you try and make big team pushes? What's the general strategy when you're sitting in the MTS mumble?
It's a lot more coordination than one-on-ones. I don't know. I don't think we so much go out of our way for 1v1s. I think we probably play health a lot.
I'm guessing there's no strategy?
There's zero strategy? Nothing happens?
Let's kind of just wing it.
Wait till the pick classes go huge, and then push in.
And huge they go. Chingu was both of our picks for MVP of the match, especially at the end there. Do you know how many picks he made in the last round?
9, I think.
He made 9 picks in 5 minutes.
Played quite well.
Which is absolutely absurd. Completely absurd. And yeah, let's talk about your scout a little bit. Paragon went very huge. And let's just talk a little bit about Scout in the meta as well. He's no thanks to you guys, he sees a lot of Uber play now. You'll oftentimes see people just run in with Uber when they're trying to make the counter play, trying to make the meta counter pick happen. How do you feel about Scout being a big part of these Ubers now? Also being a part of the big charge despite his low health. Despite his, even though he has so much really.
Scout is a good class.
Scout's a great class.
Very useful.
I think it's the only class next to Medic that sees play in every single format.
Well, let me ask you guys real quick. Discussing general strategy, was there a certain player on Ginyu that you felt like, all right, we got to make sure that we keep this guy down?
It was pretty much just pressure, sniper on mid.
Not one player, or just total team effort?
Well, we focus max, but we always focus snipers.
Yeah.
Okay.
We saw him start getting frustrated. He started making some big plays at the end, but most of the time he was just one of the first people to die every time at mid. You tried to make a pick happen and take him out before you ever pushed out. It was definitely a big priority.
A few funny double donks on him. I think he cratered off mid at one point.
Yeah. I think I missed that one, but I have to ask you guys about something I'm sure you're going to be a little bit uncomfortable about, which is the new season, the new round robin season, which has de-benefited you a little bit. You guys lost a win. And how you guys personally feel about that.
I don't really care, man. I just show up and play Highlander.
Yeah? Just want to play more?
Yeah. Just enjoy Highlander. Very fun game mode.
That's a great attitude.
I don't know.
Alright, now I normally try to drink as much caffeine as possible in order to get ready for a match. Is there anything that you guys do in particular to cause you to have performance enhancement?
I like drinking water.
Alright.
Staying hydrated is very important for your health.
So yeah, you guys got shout outs for anybody? You guys have a prediction for the season? How do you think the rest of the season is going to go?
Candy and Boat look strong. I think Candy's gonna get a lot better during playoffs because that's what they've been doing the last few seasons.
Yeah.
But yeah.
So do you think K&D has a chance to get their like precious triple crown, three first place seasons in a row?
Well, we along several other teams are going to be doing our best to stop that from happening.
Absolutely, and
out of all the seasons.
Well, we hope that you guys make it to the finals and we get to cast it and see you guys try to stop Candy get that third straight championship. It would be an epic matchup.
I have to ask you, like, again, just one more quick question about match that needs to happen between you and Buffalo at some point. Do you guys know when you plan to play that game, or do you guys have a strategy for when you want to have that game played?
We have no idea what's going on with that.
Okay.
We're probably gonna just do whenever the UGC admins start yelling at us a bunch, threatening to disqualify us or whatever.
They're not yellers. They ask you things nicely, right? Never yell at you for anything.
XD.
They'll probably end up yelling at us.
Yeah. Well, you guys got any shoutouts for anybody before we log off for the night?
Shout out to twitch.tv/yourpetgiraffe.
Shout out to the engineer class, very fun.
That's your Twitch, Giraffe.
Yeah.
Shouted out your own Twitch stream.
Giraffes like that.
It's possible.
Possible? Okay.
Damn it,
Well,
Giraffe.
Well, that's going to do it for here, us over at EVL TV. Thank you for tuning in, guys. And I have a quick shout out. Thank you, Kip. You remember my birthday, and you bought me an awesome strange weapon. So I really appreciate that. Kip is back in town, not casting so much, but she's on a silver team having some fun. And yeah, good to see you again. And yeah, that's it for me. Anything out from you, S-Dog?
It's good to be with you tonight. An excellent matchup.
All right, and we'll see you all next week.